Aboard Unwritten Timeline, we still have incandescent filament bulbs. She was built in 2003, so that was the highest technology at the time, basically. But today we're going to change those over to LED lights. One of the reasons is power draw. A lot of the older bulbs draw a whole lot more power than the new LEDs do. Right now I have everything off except for the main 100 amp circuit breaker. And we'll watch the battery monitor, and I will turn on just one light. So there's one light bulb on right now, and I go up to 2.9 amps. So that's one of the big reasons why we're going to switch over to LEDs. So I just got back and turned on almost every light in the boat, and let's see what we have for power now. $18.2 amps. That's a lot of power. I have all the light bulbs and light fixtures in front of me that we are going to use to replace all the old incandescent bulbs on Unwritten Timeline. Some of the fixtures, they were able to swivel all the way back to the wall, and they actually burnt the headliner in a couple spots because the incandescent bulbs got hot and the light fixture was pushed up against the headliner. So we figured since we had to replace one and the headliner on one spot, we might as well get a set for each of the cabins. So we went with this. This is the entire fixture. It's got a switch on it, and the LED bulb comes in it. So you can buy the entire fixture, but for a lot of the time what we do is we just get a brand new LED bulb. So this is your LED bulb. This replaces the G4, and really what you want to look at is the pin set for your boat. Light bulbs go in the fixtures different ways. These are the ones that we can use to replace all the bulbs on Unwritten Timeline. So I have a lot of these white. They come in different shades of white. You can go from yellow to bright white, and the intensities are different. So be sure to look at that when you're selecting yours. Another bulb we had was the white and red bulb. So this replaces the outside bulbs underneath the bimini hardtop. And the way it works is you turn it on and it comes on white. And then if you turn it off and then back on again quickly, it will actually come on red. This way, while we're out sailing at night in the cockpit, we can have the red light on. That way it doesn't really harm our night vision while we're out there. So we can still see things outside in the ocean and still see anything underneath the bimini. The last type of bulb we have for this boat is this big honker here. You can see this actually looks like the old incandescent filament bulb, and that's the socket that we have in the light above our salon. This was the only one that had this type of socket, so we only got one of these, and we'll use that to replace there. Right now we have all of the LED lights installed throughout the entire boat, and I have all the switches on, so let's flip on the circuit breaker and see how many amps we're drawing now. Now we're at 4.8 amps for the entire boat lights being on. That's a good improvement from 18. Now that we have all of our LEDs in, we have our nice white-red lights out in the cockpit for our night passages. That's just one of the small projects we've been doing since we've had Unwritten Timeline down here in Oriental, and just want to share that with you guys. I know that everybody knows how to pretty much change a light bulb out, but I wanted to show the power requirements that you can gain from this. We went from 18 amps all the way down to 4 amps for every light in the boat being on. I think that's a pretty good power savings, and hopefully you guys will got something out of it. Remember to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Now I'm ready to see, I'm ready